Tribute one dark monster with 2,500 or more attack. Check your opponent's hand. Destroy all spell and trap cards that's in your opponent's hand. You got to pick one, obviously. And then for the next 3 turns, if they draw one, you destroy it as well. Eradicator Epidemic Virus is one of the most powerful cards in the format, especially coming out of the side deck. However, is it a good card in the main deck? So in this week's episode of the Weekly Spice, I'm going to be testing out just that. Eradicator Epidemic Virus in the main deck just to see how it does. And I may or may not open it up. You know, sometimes that's just the luck of the draw. However, I'm going to be analyzing this video from the standpoint of playing it in the main deck, putting it back in the side deck, and if you should side it out or if it should be in the side deck at all. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so I'm at the shop now, and yeah, that tech I'm using, it's gonna be pretty good today. It's gonna be really spicy, especially if I can go first and just resolve it. Like, it might not even win every game, but the whole point is just cheese people out. Very confident in my new list. I haven't tested any of the new hero combos at all, but also it's gonna be a good time. Try not hard not to misplay. Picked up my Spiral energy drink. Spiral, you guys remember Spiral from back in the day? They got him a little energy drink from G Fuel. I freaking used to love this can, man. Me and my homie Trey from back in the day, man. We played this game a lot, especially as kids, man. Anyway, let me try it out. Cheers. Not bad. Not that strong. It's 140 milligrams of caffeine. Just something to get me through my tournament. But yeah, man, I guess we're gonna catch you guys up to round 1, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright guys, coming into round 1 in the tournament, ended up playing against Ninjas. Now this deck I haven't played against since probably 2012. Was totally not expecting it, and my opponent just sat one, special on the monster, and then he started contact fuse. I'm like, oh okay, this deck does some stuff. The entire time, I know about Ninjas, that they can ninja art into the Dark some more, which I think with the certain combos, it kind of locks you out of like spell and traps. He didn't do that at all. And I just started popping off. He was new to the game, kind of found out, well, he wasn't really new to Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's one of those veteran players that ain't played in years, discovered Master Duel, and just got back into the game. At least from what I discovered just from chatting with him. Pretty cool guy. And he was just telling me how Ninjas is one of his favorite decks that's pretty much brand new. He had a Nibiru and he had a decent feel, but with the new hero support, I was just exploding through Nibiru, played through it, and I was still able to OTK. Coming into game 2, I believe I sided evenly matched because I'm like, well, I know it's a back row every day. Evenly matched should be good. He set 1, set 2 face downs pass. My hand was kind of mid, so I just went normal summon Shadow Miz, match change in the Dark Law, search Ferris, started pop off Ferris. And I'm going to proceed to OTK right here. My opponent didn't really have much in his back row, so I'm going to get you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright guys, round 1 is over. Ended up beating Ninjas, you guys saw. Didn't get to draw my special tech. He went first both games. I lost the dice roll and I just OTK'd. Really cool guy. I think he's new to Yugioh. He said he plays a lot on Master Duel, so yeah, that was a good game. You gotta watch the recap. Kind of disappointed I didn't get to play my tech, which is a going first card, but nevertheless, it is what it is. I got some side deck spice too, because I changed my entire deck list up, obviously. And the deck feels good. I got new sleeves as well. So the tournament today was a little cheaper, so they gave us Battle of Legends pack that they haven't got the OTF in. Let's see what I open up. Maybe I can get a CR rare, man, make my money's worth. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Up, Junk Archer, Smasher, and yeah, garbage. Anyway, I'm gonna just catch you guys after round 2, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright guys, coming to round 2 of the tournament, ended up playing against DRYTRON. Now, it's funny because my opponent last week when I played him, he was the same guy that was using the Angry Burger type of deck. So this week he told me to switch up to something a little more competitive, and that was literally just the most toxic deck in the world. DRYTRON featuring that Fiend monster that pretty much said your opponent can't special summon, and I was completely locked out. I literally had in hand for like Hero Lives, Fusion Destiny. I had Ferris. I legit couldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I just had to scoop that game up, go to game 2. I'm obviously going first. I believe I sided out my Eradicators mainly because like his deck really just is floodgate or bust. So I figured if I could set up a good board, especially with the new hero stuff, like with DPE, favorite contract trap, I'm going to be in a pretty good position. So I just did that in pass, and having 3 pops with DP definitely helped. He really couldn't play. He definitely told me he could have played through DP, but just having an extra pop from favorite contact wasn't enough that he could deal with. And I just OTK'd on the following turn. And coming into game 3, I was so salty, not even gonna lie. Not really salty, just a little annoyed. I side decked 9 cards for this matchup, literally, because I had 9 cards in my side deck that's good against this matchup. Didn't draw not one. I had to draw an entire combo hand, and not only is he gonna hit me with the same Fiend monster, he's gonna also hit me with the spice of the Ritual monster that says I can't use monster effects. So effectively just, hey man, cheesing me out of a victory, but it is what it is. I'll catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright guys, this is why I hate playing Yu-Gi-Oh, man. So, lose round 2 because I can't draw one side of card out of 9. It's so annoying. I got cheese super hard. But it'd be like that though. I ain't tripping. My deck list opened up good hands all 3 games. Just I couldn't play. Yeah, I side decked and took out my specialty card, which was the Eradicator, and I sided in 3 Droves, Drill Game 2, 3 Ghost Bells, which is good against freaking DRYTRONs, 3 Dark Rulers, which is good against that stupid lock, and what do I draw? 0. Heated like a mother effer, but it's all good. It'd be like that, luck of the draw. Yeah. So far, I just wish I could go first when the dice rolls, so that way I can at least try to open up Eradicator, see if it works. Good in the main deck. You see me? What's up? This is the dude that cheesed me out. Screw that guy. Go to hell. And I'm joking. I'm joking. Man, I'm mad, bro. You side in 10 cards, don't draw once. How you feel? You mad as hell, bro. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright guys, went to round 3 of the tournament. Ended up playing against FLOOWANDEREEZE. And this is a deck, once again, I was not prepared for, and that just goes to show you about this format that everyone's like, Eradicator deserved to be banned. Eradicator deserved to be banned. Eradicator's a nutty card, bro. If it resolves on me as a hero player, depending on the hand, I lose. I don't think it deserved to be banned. Like, literally, I main decked it, and even though I didn't draw it, against the matches I would have drew it against, I wouldn't have auto won at all, because literally, decks like DRYTRON, decks like Flu, decks like Ninjas, even all these solidly good rogue decks, which are gonna be played in the metagame, because let's face the fact, everyone doesn't want to play meta. Everyone doesn't want to play Labyrinth. Everyone doesn't want to trade trap tricks. The meta is so diverse right now, where cards like Eradicator, they're really only good against some of the best matchups. But against decks like Hero, well, Hero's an exception to rule, but like against all the other rogue decks, it's hit or miss. Your opponent has to have a good hand. Like, it's really only good against, like, in my opinion, some of the trap tricks decks, and maybe branded if they open up the opening. But nevertheless, decks can play around Eradicator. I don't think Eradicator need to get banned, which is one of the main things I want to come out of this video, because I like that suggesting this the main deck it, even though, spoiler alert, I didn't open it none in this tournament I played in today. It was just one of those things where it was kind of like, okay, it's good to have, but it wasn't necessary. So in this game right here, me and Flu was going back and forth, mano y mano. He has an out. He really got me with Offerings to the Doomed. I was like, what? I did not expect that at all. I'm like, oh, they're playing his card now? Like, if it was like Rageki or something, I'm like, okay, whatever, because they didn't need clear field. But Offerings to the Doom is a tech, apparently, in Flu. I've never seen it before. That's pretty dope. I don't know if that was my opponent's special tech, or I don't know if that's something that's popular in the metagame. Ended up winning. I just OTK'd him because we went back and forth and I just had it. I did make a misplay that didn't matter. I Miracle Fusion into the Flame Wingman into Ab Zero, and then OTK'd. I mean, it really didn't matter because I could have just Miracle Fusion Ab Zero out and attack for game anyway. Just wanted to clarify that for you guys that may or may not be wondering. And in this game 2 right here, we're gonna go back and forth once again. Offerings to Doom. I had him put it on his deck this time because the game 1 he did draw one turn and we forgot, so we just put it on top of the deck so we won't forget again. And that game 1 was very long, and we're pretty much, I'm gonna lose game 2, and we're pretty much gonna draw in time, mainly because he's gonna be up on life points, and I should have just scooped the game 3. But nevertheless, it is what it is. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, coming into the final round. I didn't have no time to do a post-game analysis. Playing against Vanquish, so a deck I did not expect. Really good deck, really powerful. It just, I don't know, it was weird. Like, it draws cards, it does things. It seemed too fair. It's definitely one of those decks that if you don't know what they're doing, you're gonna lose. However, once you kind of figure it out, it's not that hard to beat. I was tired at this point. It was like 10 o'clock. I was a little salty from my losses earlier. And on top of that, your boy was, outside of being a little zooted, I was just sleepy, man. Your boy getting old. Doing these late night tournaments is no bueno. Like, all that thing, like, Yu-Gi-Oh takes a lot of energy, brain power, and I was hungry, which led to a lot of misplays. I overextended a few times. I made a few mistakes here and there, but I was grinding out. What really won me this game, dog, was DPE. DPE is a mother effort against these rogue decks and against decks that really they play fair, because DPE is borderline. Unchecked, DPE is just like Zodiac DRYTRON. A free pop is never healthy in any card game whatsoever. However, in Yu-Gi-Oh, DPE is fine against the meta game. It's just against rogue decks. It's kind of like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I won game one. Game two, my opponent won first. Started popping off. I don't know what the best field for this deck will be. My opponent did have a Cash Terror monster, and is gonna win this game two mainly because they flipped There Can Only Be One. That made me realize my hero deck had a weakness, and I don't have main deck outs to There Can Only Be One. I've lose to this card so much, mainly because like a lot of people don't play it. But considering Despia is one of the better decks, and I know Vanquish Soul is a popular deck in the metagame, I'm definitely considering, at least for my real version of heroes, not this build, which is main decking the 3 Eradicators. I'd rather have something that can pop back row, or at least get rid of cards in general, so that way I just don't flat out lose to cards like Tikaboo, because like literally I could have won. It just Tikaboo was just saving my opponent, and that's gonna allow them just to steal this game because Tikaboo is that good of a card. Should Tikaboo get banned? Let me know in the comment section down below how y'all feel about that. I mean, I think the card's fair. Sometimes Floodgates, I mean, if you play a deck around it, you're going to win with it. You might just have to come out to a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or a set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where people main deck back row hate. I'm going to go first game 3, and once again, messing with them combos. The new hero combos are kind of clutch. For whatever reason, I didn't poly into the Flame Wingman. I polyed into directly into Sunriser, which was a big misplay, which caused me to get hit with Nibiru, which, I mean, I had to make DP, which didn't help me, but it did help me in a weird sense. But yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. I end up winning this game. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright guys, round 4 though, we ended up beating Vanquish, so I made a lot of misplays this round and around my round 3. Yeah, it's annoying, but sad I didn't draw the spice, so I might just call this an episode of Full Day of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because literally I main decked the spice, didn't draw the spice, so how is an episode of Weekly Spice? But new hero support is insane, bro. Made a lot of misplays, kept forgetting on the Flame Wingman because I opened up the favorite contact. I don't need to make this right now, but I forgot I need to use it for the favorite contact play. So overall, happy with my new build. Profile coming soon. Doing something in one more turn before I finalize it, because like today I was main decking the Eradicators. I just didn't draw them. So I may actually just combine this to another episode of Full Day Yu-Gi-Oh! Make this a 2-parter. Still undecided yet. But yeah, man, I might get prize, and I don't know yet. Just asked the owner. He said he's checking out the prize right now, so I'm gonna check on that. But yeah, finished X1-1, 1 draw. I drew round 3 against Flu. I had favorite contact set. I had DP. Time got caught on his turn. It was a really long game, really intense game. But yeah, so nevertheless, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip, man. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Weekly Spice. Despite the fact that I did not draw my Eradicator Epidemic virus in none of the games, I did test out the new version of Heroes, which was awesome. And I will say, even though I didn't open up Eradicator the times I did go first, which is only one time, and I lost most of my die rolls, I never really wanted to open it up because like, all the decks I played against just didn't lose to it, not really. So I found myself siding it out a lot for things like Ghost Bell, the new Hero Counter Trap, which is really good. And I think the format is so diverse that you just don't need to run a card like that in the main deck. I think it's really good for the side deck. For the decks, it's good against like Sky Strikers, the random Sky Striker matchup, your Labyrinth matchup, your Trap Tricks matchups. But even then, at least for me as a hero player, I know it's a solid card. I just don't think it's good for me coming out of the main deck, but it's still decently good for the side deck. So, you guys that made it to the end of the video, post your thoughts and opinions of what should be the next card to take the locals to test out of my main deck. I do understand a few people want me to test out the Crystal Beast deck. However, I have to edit it and I don't have it ready yet. So if you guys got some cool tech cards you guys want me to try out, let me know. Somebody also last week wanted me to do ISO Day Heroes. While I would love to do that, I just don't have the support for it. I don't have enough synchro monsters to do it the right way. So this series is mainly just me checking out. If I got the stuff for the deck, I'll play it. However, I'm really looking to test out tech cards like, for example, Forbidden Chalice, Summon Limit even. So guys, anything cool like that, just let me know. If not, I'll pick something to test out to see if it's worth your guys' trouble to test it out yourself. So yeah, man, it's your boy Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.